Hey, what is going on? This is Super Simple Fixes, and today we are going to be looking at two different ways to fix a hole in the wall. And not only that, but we're going to figure out how to prevent this from happening again. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, as I said, we are going to be looking at how to fix a hole in the wall two different ways, but we're also going to show you how to prevent this from happening again. This particular hole was caused by the door. So when you open the door on this and it opens too fast, there's nothing to actually stop it from nailing the wall. So what we're going to do, we're going to install a little door stop right here and show you that in just a second. But it's really easy, and then once we get that going, we'll go ahead and patch up this part of the wall. Okay, and we're back. Right now we are actually about to eyeball where to put this little spring. So when I move this door back, I need to be able to make sure that the spring stops the door, right? So when I see that, I already figured out, I did this ahead of time. Just took this little screw, drove it in there, and marked it. So then I'm going to go ahead and take this piece right here, which actually holds the door stop, and put it into the wall. So you got to screw this piece in first, this little circular piece in first, and then twist this door stop in there. And I'll show you how that's done in just a second. It's way easier when you mark it first so you know where you're going. So basically right now I'm just using a Phillips screwdriver and tightening down the disc. And then I'm going to actually set this little hole up top so that I can see where to start the spring. See this little piece right here? That's where you gotta kind of turn it into this little hole right here and then twist it. Now we've got a door stop that's going to stop the door from slamming into the wall. So that's problem number one is solved. So right now we are looking at this smaller hole, and I'm actually going to try this new product that I've never really seen before. Doesn't require any spackling or anything, so it looks like it's just a sticker. So what we got to do right now is we're going to clean up this hole, sand it down a little bit, and then we're going to apply the sticker, and I'll show you how that's done. Just to kind of show you what I'm doing right now is I'm holding the camera with one hand and I'm using the knife and I'm trying to clear out some of this excess drywall that's in there. And once that's done, like I said, I'll just go ahead and use the sandpaper block to clean it out. But that's it. I'm going to put the camera down right now and then try to really get in here and finish this up, and then I'll show you the sanding part. Okay, all the excess crap has been cut out of there, and I'm just going to sand this down a little bit. I was originally going to use some foam to fill this up and maybe help stop the fact that the door might come crashing through it again, but it's pretty deep back there. Can't even see the end. So I decided not to use the foam because there's really no place for it to stick. So right now, looks like This is pretty smooth. And then I'm just gonna try sticking on that new product where it actually doesn't require any spackle, so it claims. We'll see how it works. Okay, so this is the product that I'm going to try out. It's called the DAP Eclipse Rapid Wall Repair Patch, and it claims that you don't really have to do any sanding or spackling. I did a little sanding just to clean it up, but anyway, the instruction on the back basically tells me to take this little sticker off like this, and the center of the sticker is supposed to go into or over the actual hole in the wall. So, let's see how this works. There we go. So it says, do not press into the center of the wall where the hole is right now. So I'm just kind of pressing around the sides. And then you're supposed to give it a coat of paint, pull this off, give it another coat of paint, and that would solve that problem. So it looks like this one, if I have some paint, this problem is already fixed. So we just paint it, pull this off like I said, and paint it again once it's dry, and then we're done with this one. Okay, so we have a much larger hole in the wall here, and if I haven't mentioned it before, make sure you use a knife to clear out any of the excess junk in here, and then you're going to use a little sanding block to kind of clean things off on the edges. I kind of did that before. Just do a little bit more right now. And then once you do that, make sure you measure the hole and get the right size cover for it, which I've already done in this case. Got this little cover here, came from HDX wall repair patch, and this one says it basically just got to make sure that it covers the hole. But right now I'm going to peel it off. This is the back, and then this is the front. So the mesh should be facing out frontwards. And I'm just going to make sure that this is, yeah, I got enough room on all sides. I can go ahead and peel this off. This is a lot sturdier than the other one that I did on the smaller hole. So this is a more traditional way of doing it. You could use some spackling paste after that, but I actually have some left over from another job, so I'm just going to pull that out, and we're just going to throw some on the putty knife and cover up the mesh part, right? Just like that. And once we get enough of that on there that you don't see the mesh, you can smooth it out by dipping this thing into some water. Okay, right now it's spackled held up, but trying to smooth it out, so I'm putting a little water on the putty knife, shaking out the excess, and just lightly going over it, trying to smooth it out. But you don't want to push too hard, or you'll end up getting right back into the mesh. All right, so that's it. Once you let it dry overnight. Go ahead and sand it down, and that should do it. If you have any questions, leave questions and comments below. I appreciate it. This is my first time actually patching a wall like this, so I don't think it looks too bad, but I'm still working on it. I'll smooth it out. All right, you guys have a great rest of the day.